Yeah, you have so much sustain as Rek'Sai. Flandre shows it off incredibly well throughout all of his games. Probably one of the best Rek'Sai tops in the world. They need 2 of the following teams to win: Na'Vi, KC, and G2 in the next 3 games. For SK, they're already locked out of playoffs. A few millennials from the UK with a very niche side of humor would have got those jokes. The Jopa going in here with the Ghost, looking for Paduck. Puts down the Featherstorm, flash away, still gets him with the blades. Jopa!
Later on into the game. And Jopa already off to a good start. Solo kill.
Gleaming Quill to heal up. We'll take 1 Dragon auto from it, but still a net gain of HP. Nuke here, no flash. Mikyx can look for the quickness. There's the Emperor's Divide. Stunned up by the Unraveled Earth, but still the charm going down onto Nuke. Needs to get to the safety of his teammates. Boukada's on his way across. Nuke surviving with the heal, and there's the Cyclone onto Mikyx, who flashes the wall, but Boukada chases him. Lands the crushing blow. Trymbi with an unbreakable will survive through the damage of Skeanz and Leader, and in the end, it's Shifters who get the kill.
So, away, and you now have no tool to actually follow that through. So I think using the Q super early in that exchange. Oh, Leader now has to flash as well as Boukada finds a play. If we get a replay of that, we can look back at exactly how he executed upon it. But yeah, right now, Shifters trying to make some magic happen on the Rift. They do lose the Dragon. We look back.
Then E-flash onto Nuke, because Nuke didn't have flash, right? So he stunned himself going in with it. But you could put the Unraveled Earth down because you knew that you were going to get chased out. You knew they were going for a fight onto you. Mikyx diving away here as the Void Rush in from Rooster, almost killing off Mikyx for the 2nd time the game. Still unable to quite get that final bit of damage down. Rooster might look for the Prey Seeker here just to stop the backs. Wunder's going to try and block it out. Trymbi doesn't go for anything. Hasn't got the Unsealed Spellbook, so didn't have something like an Ignite at his disposal. Skeanz going to try and save Wunder's life here. Public Execution is back off cooldown. They jump in, they CC him, and the Ambassador does not have a chance to use anything before she falls. Skeanz now needs to be a little bit careful because this tower is pretty damn low. He's going to start to walk away. Now get rid of that CC from the Goes Where He Pleases and still get the knockback onto him. There's the trample stun for the follow-up. Good knockup coming out from Mikyx. Charm as well with the quickness will stop the advance of Shifters, but SK kind of bleeding all over the map.
Yes, you can feel that the momentum is really going towards Shifters.
Would you say it's shifting?
I was deliberately avoiding saying that, but the fact that they turn around that extra pressure, Wunder's going to get a quick base off as the Dragon gets started off.
Mikyx not got those wards that he really wanted to stay around. SK are going to start up the Drake. There's the Hex Gate behind by Trymbi. He looks for the engage. Emperor's Divide down on him. Unbreakable will use as well alongside the Locket. Quickness, Charm into Public Execution. They're diving onto Nuke. He's going to be able to flash the wall. Deadly Plume is coming out with the Featherstorm as well. Rooster's already killed off 1, but Jopa will answer with 1 of his own. Cyclone on the backline. Jopa's going to have to flash, and now Wunder's left. The Wolves, but Boukada unable to take him out in time. Seismic Shove back on Skeanz, but has the passive backup, means that he's not knocked back. Shifters low, as are SK. Question is, can Skeanz and Leader with the maximum dosage heal up?
They have the HP, I feel.
And the Hex Soul is actually, the Hex Drake is slowing down Shifters. They need to be worried about these bouncing autos.
They're coming back already. Supports back out onto the Rift. Hex Gate's going to be used. Trymbi's on his way. Boukada just doesn't have the HP. I think Shifters can't afford to fight this.
Weaver's Wall coming out. Nuke trying to separate the fight out. Seismic Shove missing as Nuke, even with the Saris, is only able to trade into Jopa. Meanwhile, the Dragon going down. It's Skeanz that gets it. We'll see Leader falling. Paduck exhausted, but Mikyx trying to play a 1v4 here. Doesn't have the damage to kill off the enemy AD carry. The Drake is secured for SK, but they lose 2 lives for it.
I feel like that was a really unnecessary play from Mikyx, but hey, they do get the Drake. They put themselves on Dragon Soul. Shift with the HP advantage. A good ulti comes through from Nuke. That ends up isolating the AD carry. Leader then just feels like he's forced very deep into the pit, which puts him in a very difficult position. Kind of wastes the flash in that situation, but once you're already there, I don't really know where else you can go. And then Mikyx, hoping to get a kill, trade back, ends up really not getting much off the back of it.
Yeah, a little bit greedy from Mikyx, I think we can say. It's him and Hylissang shaking hands, creating space. That's what he did in that fight. Jopa's still only at that 1 item with the Storm Raids complete. Almost has the Infinity Edge, but the tower will fall in his face as Rooster has a 1.6k gold lead. Pretty hard to take down. There's that armor from the plated steel caps. Jopa now caught out, doesn't have the flash. Featherstorm will be used. Quickness out from Mikyx, but he can't dash forward because he's in Unraveled Earth. And now tries to dash away, but he's locked up again with another Cyclone.
Vested those one ward for now around this Baron area. He does not want SK to be doing this while the Dragon goes down. It looks like SK have said, okay, we don't want to take the fight. Leandries will finally come through for Leader, but unfortunately for him, a little too late before being ready for the fight.
Jopa able to pick up a bit more gold. Control the bot side of the map. We are just going to walk our way up towards this Baron and actually going to start it off. It's Leader and Skeanz doing it. Far side automation does come in. We'll spot them out. So you can see how quickly this Baron does go down. Trymbi knocked up. Boukada looking for the flank play. Weaver's wall out. Skeanz sticking on this side of the wall. We'll keep the Baron aggroed. He's got help to work with. No soldiers in there right now. Rooster has come across to join the team with that TP. 6,000 now on the Baron as Shifters look to try and find a way into the fight. Rooster gets the knock-up. Scuttlecraft secured as well for that little bit of extra vision for Shifters. Trymbi flashing forward. Pops the Unbreakable Will is rooted as well, but with the Unraveled Earth, no one can follow up. No one can chase him with a dash to try and catch out the cow. In the end, that's all that will result.
It's an early ult from the Mundo, not having it available. Remember, he is just a lot of HP.
No Cyclone 2 though, no Unbreakable Will for Shifters. Rooster looking for that flank. We'll use that Void Vision to spot out the fact that Wunder's there. He dashes in, trying to distract this Rex side. Leader a mile away from the fight right now, but begins to step up. Rooster going to take the Hex Gate behind, 3,000 on the Drake. Skeanz on that front line, the smite comes out, but it's Nuke that secures it. Mikyx trying to get in with a charm, gets the double knocker, but Paduck is so far untouched. Wunder will kill off Nuke. Paduck now can step back forward, but it's a 3v4 in SK's favor, and Jopa will go hunting, takes out Paduck, gets a double. The Drake secured for Shifters, but the Baron, you have to feel, will go to SK. Goes across with the Hex Gate. Now Rooster and Boukada beginning to collapse. Leader still has the Emperor's Divide and puts it down to keep Boukada at bay. Now look for the knock-up. Boukada uses the decoy well, dashes away with an Nimbus Strike and will survive. The Baron, though, does go over to SK. Now Rooster looking for a re-engage with Trymbi here in TPs. Perhaps Shifters can find SK on the disengage. Rooster deep. A counter teleport coming in as Leader dashes across the wall and Rooster needs to get out of there. He'll flash, he'll dash, he'll escape with a burrow, but has to go underground to get away from SK, who all survive with the Baron.
I think it made it easier for SK just because they could clump up as 4 and just hit whoever was in front of them.
And it was like a horizontal axis rather than the vertical axis we usually see that like splits the entire river.
Well, hang on
we
now.
had 2 sides of it. Shifters have the Cryo in the mid lane here. Skeanz going to try and come across as well. Rooster, Paduck, and Nuke have got on towards this inhibitor tower. SK are the ones with the Baron, remember, and it's Leader who's pushing in the bottom side. Does still have that teleport to join up with a fight. Almost got the Rabadons. Should be able to take the tower himself down in that bottom lane, and a small gold lead begins to materialize for SK. For Shifters, seeing things slip out of their grasp a little bit. This has happened a few times for them across the course of LEC Versus, against Giant X in weeks 1, against Lost Ratones as well. And now, after they did have a bit of a lead, things are starting to collapse a little bit again. 1.5k gold leads in mid and AD carry for SK. Rooster looking for the engage. Boukada doesn't have the flash, but does have a decoy and a cyclone. A cannon minion here for SK, pushing through mid. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Leader continues to hound Nuke, puts the Sun Disc down and will buff up these minions for a moment before backing away. Does have the TP. It looks like it's just going to be a 3-way push for SK as they try and take all of the remaining outer towers.
Good job by SK. They're really making use of this Baron to the fullest. Looks like they're not going to be able to win off the back of this.
I mean, they might. The quickness going out. Rooster's going to fall. Wunder on the right side of the wall as well, but Skeanz joined by Mikyx as they get knocked back with a seismic shove. Public execution onto the backline. Nuke. Wunder is the target as Shifters collapse on him, and now a 4v3 in Shifters' favor. Mikyx knocked up. Trymbi with a good flash forward. The Emperor's Divide out from Leader. For Paduck, untouched. Boukada there as well. A quadra for the Duck. He's going quackers. He'll find himself a pentakill.
Paduck finds a penta for Shifters.
Okay, if they can get this, it is still Soul. The goal is still pretty much even between these two teams. A 1.6k lead at this moment doesn't matter too much. Skeanz walking in and just dying. Deleted where he stands. Rooster on the back line looking for Wunder. The Drake secured by Shifters. As Rooster continues to chase in, Mikyx able to dash away. Public execution. Rooster blocks it. Paduck trying to chase down Wunder, but a good flash across the wall will get him to safety. And with the waves, it looks like bot wave might be the target for Shifters. They have a man advantage for the next 40 seconds. Mikyx, you just got, okay, flash, gets the knock up. Jopa's just going to kill off Nuke. There's the quickness flash we were talking about earlier on, Betty, as Rooster TP's in. Counter teleport coming out as Wunder's going to join the fray. Exhaust onto Rooster, Cyclone from Boukada just to try and buy some distance, and manages to do exactly that. Trymbi, he walked in, he was thinking, oh, if I can just steal the soul, maybe that's enough, as SK set up around the Baron once more.
Oh, they're just going to start this.
Okay. I mean, they do it very quickly. 5 items Zaya. Mikyx going to dash across here. The Baron already gone. Skeanz will land the smite on this one. Rooster now the target as Wunder dashes in. Rooster able to escape for now, but SK might look for the offensive. Paduck still has that GA. Trymbi dashes forward. Mikyx knocked back and Shifters find one. Boukada going in with the cyclone as well. Good effort survived by leader, but Paduck is dashing in and looking for these kills. Skeanz his target, public execution on him, but he's still got the GA. Jopa with the Featherstorm will be able to take out one. Trymbi's his target. Rooster though kills off Jopa. Wunder's gonna fall as well. And SK may have got the Baron, but at what cost?
An ace is secured for Shifters as they tear apart SK. And it's all from an overstep from Mikyx. He gets too close to Trymbi. Trymbi sees that opportunity to punish him and shuts him down just like that. The death timers are long. We're 38 minutes into this game, and Shifters are looking to keep their playoff hopes alive.
It should just be done. Only Mikyx up. Does have the quickness. He's up in 5:20 on leader, though. Shifters have done what they can today to keep themselves in the playoff race. They need Na'Vi, KC, and G2 to win at least 2 of those for them to make it to us.